Here I am standing near a very, very large woman. You only see me, and you see another avatar walking around. You only see me as a tiny little avatar, and I will the video will home in on my avatar when I start to move it. But and then I will go inside the lady. Okay, now I am homed in on my avatar, and you can see I'm moving up towards her hip. Okay, towards her hip it is, and I will now go in. There are some goodies to be picked up, and I'm getting messages from somebody, so I'll say hi. And there is the HG Safari. We're moving up into a closer area, a little bit more abdominal, but perhaps not very realistically abdominal, which is probably just as well. And there are a bunch of objects around, cherries and so forth. They identify freebies. So I see an avatar sign on cherry, and now I move up here to be near the place where I can get at least a good view. I don't necessarily want an avatar, but I can see what avatars are available. And I see that there are several kinds of avatars available. Most of them somewhat novel, pretty well not up to date current, European or US. And I think there's some other. Now here's one that has freebies of clothes. And so let's see what we've got here. Well, they're all ladies' clothes, so they won't do me any good. I don't need any clothes anyway. I really want to keep wearing my standard appearance avatar as Thinker Melville, which is what I developed in Second Life. Here are some tattoos, tattooed ladies. Not Lydia, the tattooed lady, but several tattoos. And the convenient thing about tattoos is in virtual worlds is they go on to your avatar, and of course you can remove them anytime you want to without any pain. Now, let's see what else we've got here. Oh, accessories. These I think are, yes, this is pretty much all ladies' accessories. Well, I don't see anybody else, so I'm going to use a standard firestorm trick here, and I will first find a list of people who are nearby, and then, assuming that things work, I will, let's see, I will look for somebody that I know, and I actually see I know several, but I see Tirza is the one. She's generally running the show, so I'm going to click on her and find her. And then now that I found her, I will double click on the floor and zoom there, I hope. Yes, it worked. It doesn't always work depending on the setting of the place, but it usually works. So now I find a number of people here, a number of the Hypergrid Safari people. Well, of course, Tirza is the leader, and so it's not surprising that the Hypergrid Safari people would be around here somewhere. Let's see if I can walk you through this. Yes, there's a little bit of texture there, but it is phantom, so I can walk through it. And I believe all of these are some options of alternative options of texture. Now I'll pull back and see if I can figure out. Oh, this is another way we came out. I don't know quite how we got out, but obviously we are now up, well, near the abdominal area. but somewhat higher than our entry point. And the textures that I see above us, above me, are actually part of the material that covers the lady. Mm-hmm. I don't find anybody else speaking, so I will simply will close that window and continue continue commenting. As you can see, and now you can see now that I gotten back a bit further, you can see both. You can see the lady, and she is of course huge. Obviously, she's going to have to be huge if we could get the whole Hypergrid Safari inside of her. Let's see if I can walk up in front and get a view of, no, you see there's her hands. Well, this view gives a good view of the lady and the um, uh, some feeling for the relative size. You can make very large exhibits in virtual worlds, of course, because you control the size of everything, and you can actually make things huge generally rather quickly simply by changing the scale of the object. I see there are other things around that one might want to look at, but I think I'll close at this point. I think we've seen about it all we can see. I think of the lady um, that we. So thanks for listening.